All right, here we are at the end of the day. Asura Gaming versus Art of War Esports. Both of these teams, very warlike names in their team names, but only one of them will come out on top once again. Even scores for both teams, so only time will tell who really gets the win in the end.
Yeah. I mean, going into the season, I expected Art of War to be kind of the top team, the team to look out for. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I mean, two and one is not a crazy score line one way or the other. So definitely around the top. If they can seal this one off, I'd still say I would expect them to realistically be one of the harder teams to deal with. But Assura
Yeah,
Gaming,
maybe.
a lot of new people, and they started off pretty strong. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, a lot of new people. I also kind of want to shout out my NB friend Piplup at the bottom over there. Happy Pride, my friend.
Piplup's
Either way,
a fun name.
yeah, it's such a fun name. You know, either way, speaking of fun, Zyrakan immediate pick up for Art of War Esports. Sword Blue, man in the fort there. Going to be making sure to. Oh my God, there's no way Lindblom got Viego again, right?
I haven't actually seen Sarah play at all, so fill me in on the Viego.
I believe that Lindblom has basically taken over every single game for Asura Gaming through the Viego. Every single time. Like, there's no way this champion gets left up into Asura Gaming on repeat because man is so strong on this champ.
I do like watching good Viego play. It's just one of those champions that's very fun. You don't see him in fives a lot. Well, okay, well, now
Ooh.
no one's gonna have fun in this game. So whatever.
Okay. All right, and
very strong pick.
Iron being picked up before rotation number 2 means that they know that Asura Gaming's been doing their scouting and they know that this is definitely a pick that they want to be running with. You got jungle, you've got both AD carries and supports picked. So, right now it's all about the solo lanes. Art of War going to be the one banning away the Aatrox from Potato Fries. Interesting choice here, considering Trolling You, it has a very strong Aatrox.
I do believe the bans were switched for the final two on these. So I think Azura banned away the Aatrox and Malphite was banned from Art of War Esports per Brendan. So it makes a little more sense.
Oh, that makes so much
Yeah,
more
that makes
sense.
a lot more sense, right? Very blue team until Wukong was locked in. However, I would say that bot lane wise, Zyrakan is definitely stronger than Ashe Janna. Wukong top into Darius. I don't know that matchup to be honest, but it seems like it would favor Darius.
Maybe not. The fact that W gives so much of a dash nowadays means that it's probably playable. But speaking of playable, is Ryze actually playable? I don't know. I have not
No.
seen this champion on the Rift at all, except on the losing side, as this champion's so hard to pull off. But if anyone can do that, Pro Lupul is one of the people who I'd expect to be able to do so.
I know a mid played at a time when he was playing Art of War. When we used to scrim them, I was always like, this kid picked Ryze, like, are we actually trying? And then he would just win. It's like, for real? And so, I mean, Art of War is definitely very familiar with playing with Ryze. I don't like the pick that much, to be honest, but I trust Sword Blue a lot more than I trust myself in opinions. I'm sure he knows a lot better than I do. Ivern, I'm excited to see in kind of a grotesque way, just because Ivern is disgustingly strong right now, and excited to see it pulled out.
Yeah, only time will tell how strong the Ivern really will come to be. I mean, I was kind of hoping to see if we couldn't see the Ivern in the top lane or the mid lane. I love me some laning Ivern, but with the Airy pickup, I'm pretty sure it's going to be your bog standard, hey, I'm just going to jungle with a bunch of support items Ivern. And okay,
I'd like to see the
speaking of
Essence Reaver.
bog
Not Essence
standard,
Reaver,
this is
Night Harvester.
Oh, that is not Pro Lupul. That is a mid
That makes a
subbing
lot
in
of
with
sense.
the Rise. You were just talking about that earlier.
This guy plays Rise. I don't know what else to say about it. He's actually really good at Rise. That's annoying. The champion's not in a good spot. A mid's clean with Rise, and it's very frustrating.
clean with it. But speaking of which, all right, is this invade clean? Piplup gonna spot it out, and they're just gonna walk away, making sure that Art of War doesn't get too much off of this invade. Maybe a little bit of vision, but Trim's walking up a little too far. Happy ending, and Piplup not gonna be able to do too much in terms of a punish, but health off of the Ivern, honestly, pretty dang important.
Yeah, and I mean, if Viego does stick topside, okay, Viego's not sticking topside, that makes a lot more sense. Standard start, usually in solo queue, Iverns can do weird stuff, or at least they can make their team do weird stuff.
Mhm.
Whenever they gets a little wonky, this is going to be a lot more standard, and things are just going to be pretty straightforward, slow. Ivern's going to clear a little faster, but definitely going to be a lot less impactful early.
Yeah, but right now you can see Handy Capo just trying to get a little bit of a trade onto Trolling You. You can't stay for the 5-stack. Trolling You already going to be popping the Ghost. Handy Capo popping the Ignite. This could go so poorly for either one if they had decided to stay. But, you know, health pots running. Doran's Blade versus Doran's Shield really coming in clutch here. As Trolling You just staying within the minion wave and not going to be able to hit level 2 at the same time as Handy Capo. As Crim's looking towards the top lane right now, looking for a gank. Trolling You is in such a good position. Handy Capo with the S key going to be able to stay alive. No way!
Okay.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's the trade.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Maybe it's
First
both?
blood going over to Handy Capo. Maybe be able to do it. No, not going to be able to hit level 3 in time. Perhaps a minion or two off. But Potato Fries going down in the mid lane. You said it before, and we've seen it right there. A mid kind of cracked with it as a Riri going in on happy ending. So much damage coming through. Music Boy more than happy to play a tune of death here. One more auto will do it, and there it is. Music Boy gonna be able to take it. Piplup flashing forward, not gonna be able to get the kill, and a Riri saving my throat, making sure that Piplup cannot get any further here. Another auto onto the Janna, not going to amount to too much more as Piplup just watches the wave crash directly into tower.
A lot of fights going on. So, wait, not done?
Oh? And Riri once again going in, but the enhanced range from Music Boy. Oh my lord! There's no way Music Boy is outputting that much damage right now, but happy ending. Manages to get the happy ending for himself. Gonna be able to pick up a large amount of the wave here. Piplup a little bit of a stray auto there, actually kind of messing up the CS, but it's fine.
Happens.
14 to 15, not the worst for the Ashe.
That was, I mean, across the board, very positive for AWE, right? Top lane, that was very awkward. Very good play out of Handy Capo.
Oh, here comes Lindblom. Right, and Lindblom not going to be able to announce too much amid Fancy Feet, going to be able to stay away from the Viego, saying, hey, you know what? I'm not your wife. Don't worry about me. Just deal with your own stuff.
Yeah, Rise, honestly might not be in the worst spot ever with the Lost Chapter change. Just the champion does damage when you can output damage consistently. It's just kind of the short range.
Speaking of damage, Potato Fries going straight in, eating up a ton of damage in the middle of the wave, but doesn't matter. A mid will find a way to land those Qs. Crim landing the Q onto Lindblom. Gromp not gonna survive, and neither is Lindblom. Here we go, Trolling You gonna finally be able to pick up that kill that he was promised earlier on. 2 deaths on the side of Potato Fries, and more than 2 kills on the side of Art of War Esports.
Yeah, I mean, there's just... Okay, there's more going on.
And just like that, there's even more going on. They just don't want you to talk as Art of War Esports across the map fighting again and again and again. 3 stacks, 4 stacks, looking for the 5th stack. Trolling You finally able to get that 5th stack. So much healing, so much damage. The Ignite going through, the final minion auto not gonna kill. Doran Shield doing so much work, doing so much heavy lifting, and Trolling You getting away with just a sliver of health. And the mid's on a killing spree. What the hell? Oh my god, we gotta see a replay.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot going on. All right, let's
All
check this
right.
out.
And here we go.
He's like
Amid
half health. He has no
walking
mana.
down half health, barely any mana. Looks for a back, ghost into the bot lane, understand that there's something going on here. Ariri goes in, looking to sacrifice, no sacrifice needed, the only sacrifice being a happy ending, but everyone on Art of War Esports is having a happy beginning to this game. 5 minutes, less than 6 minutes in, and it's already 1-7, more than a kill a minute.
Clean out, very clean out of Oriri. Very, very good play. Bot lane has been looking fantastic. I don't know if those CS numbers are accurate. It doesn't feel like they would be. It's very low for both AD carries. If that's the case, guys, farm better.
Maybe,
Um,
maybe.
but I mean, their bot lane's been playing very well. Music Boy, fantastic player. Oriri, been around for a while, knows how to play bot lane, and I'd say he's having his best season so far. I know it's early, but
Oh, they are accurate. Wow,
ooh.
that's not much farm.
Yikes! All right, boys, let's work on hitting those minions. Regardless, 2 kills, good for them.
Yeah, I mean, 2 kills, definitely a fun start as Piplup and Happy Ending once again trying to pick up as much farm as possible. Music Boy and the wings here. Riri has a great in onto Piplup as the Janna is not going to be long for this world going down. Oh my
My
lord,
gosh.
so much healing, so many shields amid walking straight into Lindblom, fighting on the left side here as Lindblom decides, you know what, maybe this ride is a little bit too fed for me, but Potato
Good
Fries.
flash.
Sarima shuffle, flash away from, and mid going to be surviving for just a little bit longer. Jan's Tornado getting charged up here. That dragon is taking so much damage, so much AoE damage actually being dealt by this Infernal Drag as Happy Ending not going to be in
Big
a great
knockup.
position. Oh my god, Crim's going all the way in. So many roots, so much damage. The ulti from a mid, sending 2 over to the other side. Riri not in the right position as everyone goes back to the dragon. Dragon was just so ready for death and destruction, but the only death and destruction was off screen as far as she's concerned.
The dragon was messing with me for a minute. I was like, how is this taking so long? How are they doing so much? It's 7 minutes in the game. That makes more sense.
That's an early smite.
That was very
But-
early. But I mean, really good.
I mean, it's
Triple
fine.
knockup out of Oriri, super clean. Very good defensive flash out of a mid to get over the Azir wall. Allowed them to kind of get back into it. Crims was in a very good spot, is hitting very good cues on Ivern. And I mean, Oriri's just playing super well. It's been a very clean recon so far. Like, he's enabled the past 2 team fight wins.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And one thing to note about Ivern, right? With the changes in the jungle, that he no longer has, the uniqueness of his passive, meaning that there's so many buffs that went over to Ivern to make this champion essentially a monster to deal with.
Yeah, and Daisy is just bizarrely strong now if you go Night Harvester. Like, Daisy just sprints at people and does a trillion damage. And
Looking like a stand over here.
for real. I did watch JoJo for the first time ever. It's good. I like it. I do enjoy it. I'd only ever really watched One Punch Man and Mob Psycho, and I really enjoyed JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
That's cool.
Fantastic.
There's a lot of stuff I could recommend. Full Metal Alchemist is pretty great. As far as JoJo's, I've never seen JoJo's. I'm gonna be real with you.
It starts off a little slow, and then it just really cranks up the bizarreness pretty fast. I dig it.
Yeah, speaking of things that start off a little slow, this gank starting off a little slow. Lindblom going in on Sariri, though, gonna get slowed up and dash away from Ariri. There's just so few ways how to really lock down this recon, and an unstoppable over the wall means that Lindblom also gets out scot-free. This Potato Fries just gonna walk back into the mid lane, just been struggling against a mid's Rise.
I mean, Rise's biggest issue is getting items and gold, and Rise has 4 kills. So things are going to be pretty good for Rise at this point. Honestly, I mean, it's 9-1. They have the dragon, and they have the map tempo. It's looking very good for AWE, but it is early. We have not really seen much out of Viego yet, and Azir's been having a less than fortunate early game. I'd like to see the Ashe.
Boy.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Ashe try to, like. It's hard to kill Zyricon for sure. But
It's hard to kill Zyricon.
if you can
Yes.
catch one of them in kind of a weird little like fighting transitionary phase with Viego coming through a bush or something, you can maybe make a play. Need to have something happen soon, or else you're just gonna
Yeah.
start very quickly bleeding out.
And speaking of bleeding out a mid, not going to be the one bleeding out this time around. And Shannon Crystal are going wide, going all the way to top lane, saying hello to everyone on the map. I do gotta say, can we move Handicapo and Potato Fries portraits around,
It is
please?
messing with me a little bit.
Yeah, just move it on the scoreboard, and it should be fine. Yeah, there we go.
Wukong and Azir.
Yeah, just Wukong and Azir. Just click and drag. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Anyway, now that everything looks all nice, and pretty, we can go back to looking at the nice and pretty map, as there's so much that's been going on here, and I just gotta say, a mid's rise.
I told you.
Warned about it.
I told you.
You told me.
It's so annoying.
I'm not gonna say that I didn't believe you, but I'm not sure if I believed you this much.
I didn't think this. I mean, this is a little extreme.
Oh boy,
Oh,
it's a
big
spin
damage.
from Trollzing, responded with a spin from Handicapo, and another spin going off 4 stacks on to the monkey. Not going to be getting to a 5th. Trollzing in a very good position. This could turn into a return kill, though. Has to be very careful. A flash from Crims to fully secure the kill. No.
Oh.
Shutdown onto a mid here. They finally got him. The Rise going to be going down. Lindblom, once again, the shining light for this team. Got to really see that one in the replay. All right, a mid walking up a little bit far. Same kind of deal as we've always seen, but this time we got a Viego in the wings. Not going to be able to dodge this one out. Still has the flash. Does not elect to flash until very late. The Q flash from Lindblom to follow, and there it is. A huge shutdown over to the sole chance to carry this game. Crims, on the other hand, going to be looking to take down this top tower with the Rift Herald, as Lindblom nowhere near to stop it.
Yeah, I mean, that was really clean Viego play. Definitely needed something to happen. Big shutdown. Good to get it on Viego. Give Azir a little breathing room. This is a very bad position for the Azura's bot lane to be in, though.
Hey, hold on. Fancy feet coming in here. Happy ending. Not going to be long for this world. Flash and Ghost popped. Enchanted Crystal Arrow as well. Piplup flashing directly into place with the Tornado. Going to be able to make sure that their AD carry stays alive for quite a bit longer. Might be a rough start for this bot lane, but they can stifle that bleeding so well.
That was very good from Happy Ending and Piplup. Not dying, obviously fantastic. Very good disengage. AWE did not play that super cleanly. Used all of their summoner spells and ultimates. They definitely could have gotten a kill if they had landed everything onto either Ashe or Janna. They were a bit split in their decision making. But very good tornado from Janna, good ult from Ashe. They got out of there.
Yeah,
and
I
they're
mean,
gonna have
honestly,
their cooldowns up before Super Point or redo.
Yeah, I mean, a large part of that was just Ryu was just not quite level 6 when they first started that engage, and they just needed to wait for a few minions to die. But the moment they did, start putting up the chase, burn all of your opponent's summoners right before Dragon, and oh my lord, once again, this Dragon going to be taken down with just absolutely terrifying efficiency.
Yeah, good dragons to be stacking, and it is a Cloud Soul. Boring. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. I don't care about Cloud Dragon. We were pretty spoiled with the other two. I'll take one Cloud Dragon.
You know what? A Riri would like a Cloud Soul.
Yeah, he was probably pumped about this. I mean, like, statistically, it's one of the better ones, right?
I
feel that used to be true. I don't know if it's still true. It used to be the highest winner one.
I don't think Cloud Soul is that good. It's just that Cloud Rift and Cloud Dragons are really good.
Yeah, that would make sense. All right, so let's see. Top tower is almost down from the Herald. Ivern is going Night Harvester, which is awesome, and rocks.
Oh, speaking of something that rocks here, this engage from Handicapo onto Trolling You. Oh, huge Q, huge ulti damage. And right now, just waiting on the cooldowns. Trolling You going to be able to seal it off with the solo kill. It was looking so good for Handicapo, and it was just looking so good for the side of Asura Gaming. But Piplup going to be going down early. No, it is the stopwatch coming in clutch just in time, and once again Lindblom going to make sure that everyone is happy. And happy ending, very, very happy how that one went. But here comes a mid, here comes the Rise. How do you deal with the level 11 Rise? Piplup going straight down. No, not a single skill shot fired yet, and a mid already just belting through the wave, belting through these health bars, and oh my god, Lindblom just evaporates. Happy ending, alive for just a little bit longer. Whiffed Q, not even needed. Another Q, not even needed. But the double kill coming even through amid. Just a monster on this Rise. Level 12 now, not a single champion in this game even comes close to how destructive this champion is. Meanwhile, Trolzing barely going to be going down to Potato Fries. Going to try to take out Crims here. Daisy, on the other hand, not having any of it, just going to just absolutely take down the Azir. No worries at all.
That was a really good initial play from Azura. I mean, they knew that Music Boy didn't have flash or ult. Good time to capitalize on that. Did get the kill. Unfortunately for them, Rise came down and just kind of made them have a bad time. Azir did roam top, get a trade kill, but it is Crown Azir, so a lot less damage is going to be coming out initially versus kind of the less safe options. I don't like the Azir pick a ton. I don't like Crown a ton. We'll see how that goes. But, you know, I mean, you're not going to match a 7-1 mid laner regardless of what champion is in terms of damage.
Yep.
All
yeah, it's definitely a little bit rough. Meanwhile, in the meantime, speaking of rough, happy ending, a little rough position, trying to get away from Crims here. Piplup also trying to get away. Again, Cristalero coming through. Lindblom with the flash has the Ivern available, but hooked right into the middle of the enemy team, picking up a Riri. Oh my god, should be able to get to safety. Nope. Psych, just like that, amid still blasting straight through the middle of the enemy team. Flashes off to safety. A happy ending, trying to survive just a little bit longer. Has the ghost running, has the move speed. Triforce working so many wonders for this Ashe, but none of those wonders will allow her to pump out damage as Music Boy just does so much damage, Amid does so much damage, and everyone on the side of AWE just cannot be trifled with. The closest one would be Trolzing You, who with that fully completed Hullbreaker is now essentially impossible to 1v1 in a side lane.
Lame item. Good purchase. Lame item. Whatever. Lindblom's playing pretty well. I mean, the only reason this game is not entirely ran out of control is Viego's picking up a few kills. You know, like, there isn't really a reason Viego should get 2 kills there, but Viego does get 2. Extends the fight a very long time, gets some gold into his pocket. And, I mean, they're grabbing Rift Herald, which probably shouldn't be allowed right now, but it's very, very good for them. I mean, they're only down a few thousand gold. They're definitely able to get back into this one if they keep making correct plays.
Yeah, I mean, definitely looking to make something happen. Or Riri gonna get just stunned up. A Shurima shuffle, beautiful stuff. Crims in a lot of trouble here. Lindblom doesn't have the flash, doesn't have the ulti just yet to chase over. But speaking of flash and ulti, Handicapo straight into the middle of the enemy team, straight into the middle of the enemy tower, and straight into the middle of the enemy team's pockets, as Music Boy is going to be able to pick that one up just fine. Herald going through, tower going down, Riri staying alive for just a little bit longer as a mid takes out another tower in the top lane. Dear Lord. Does anyone have an answer to this Rise?
No. Maybe Lindblom and Wukong can get on him. Wukong does do a lot of damage. Went with the Triforce build. Definitely a killable champion at the moment, especially because he went Medjai as second instead of spending his gold usefully. But whatever.
I mean, when you got 7 kills,
yeah,
when
but
you got 7 kills, is the
seven
curse
kills.
book really?
He bought it
when
after
you got 7
the
kills. When you got 7, is the curse book really that cursed?
Yes. Buy when you get 3, and then you get 4 more. Awesome. Let's see if he can steal. Let's see if he even goes for the steal. I wouldn't go for it. I mean, things are like their team fight. Azura's team fight looks good, right? They have a pretty strong understanding of what they need to do. They have good little flanks going on. They can get onto the enemy team, and then mechanically they can pull off the things they need to. It's just a little awkward getting to the setup portion, I guess. Like they had really good poke there. I think Ashley maybe just sent the ult and they could have gone out on somebody, relieved a little bit of pressure, maybe even gotten a second tier 2 mid. There's a few things they could probably do. I think it's better for them to start engaging now, even though they're down gold, because their team comp does not scale as well as AWE's team comp. So they got to figure something out soon.
Yeah, makes sense. Either way, Amid just looking to continue to farm up in this top lane, not going to be going back just yet. I gotta know, how much gold does this guy have on him?
Spin your
I
gold.
hate junglers.
He has death cap, right? I mean, I think death cap's done. It might be
no, because I'm pretty sure he's looking to finish the Archangel staff first.
It'd be funnier if he went death cap.
Oh, it'd be so funny. But, you know, unfortunately, this is Rise, you know, somehow does probably more damage with a fully completed Archangel staff than a death cap. Oh my god! Oh,
I knew it.
Oh my
I recognize
lord!
that
You know
gold
what?
number.
You know what?
2,500
I'm just going to defer to you at all moments. This is why you're the analysis. This is why you're the color caster today.
I have the esoteric knowledge of things you shouldn't really do with your gold in League of Legends.
Meanwhile, Amid making sure to do a lot of damage with this gold. Crown is down, and so is Potato Fries. Goodbye.
Crims?
Oh, and speaking of which, Crims, goodbye to you as well. As once again, I've been saying this time and time again, you cannot just give Limbloom the Viego for free. As right now, Amid just continuing to push down this top lane, but so much control onto the side of Asura Gaming in this river, which would be great if Dragon was there. Either way, Amid, a dragon of his own, able to show up at just the right moment. So much damage coming on out. A single E, immediately flash and healed away from Piplup. You got to be so careful about this, Rise. Can you stop this fighting machine?
I think they can, as long as Amid is not able to team fight with his team. You're going to want to try to catch him in the rotational periods, because if they have a straight front to back, Rise is not going to be putting himself in a position where he's going to really be dying. He has too much health, too many get out of free buttons. But you know, this works.
Hold on. All right, Ariri also in the wings here, looking to sacrifice himself to make sure that Amid can get out. There's no chance for the Vestayan here, but is there a chance for the Mage? Yes, there is. Going to be walking over to safety. The question is, just how much gold is Amid sitting on? You know, probably just going to be looking to farm straight up for that Archangel staff at this point.
Right? No,
not quite. No, you need
it's
6. It's 1,700 or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot that he bought a full death cap with his rod. I mean, at that point, when you're in mid, you gotta start spam pinging Riri for dying, right? Like, he died for you, so you gotta rub it in his face, like, hey, dummy, like, why'd you die there? I'm fine. I mean, Azure is making very proactive plays. It's just very unfortunate that the kills for them that the kills went where they did for the first half of the game, because aside from like the relatively messy first part, things have been very good for them.
I completely zoned out of Crim's build.
Yeah,
you mentioned Night Harvester earlier, but
yeah, LS builds that. It like makes Daisy go insane.
Wow, a lot of damage.
Yeah, if you watch Daisy damage, it'll just start like bopping people for way too much. It is a funny build to look at.
Yeah, Mandate as well. You know, gonna be able to just put magic damage across everyone here. 249 for every single shockwave. Jeez. Okay, Daisy. You know, just lay off the creatine, I guess.
Yeah. Daisy is essentially a AD carry that you can pilot at this point. It's a good time. I would like to see Daisy kind of pop off.
Oh my lord! Speaking
Interesting.
of good time, right now Riri not having the greatest of times. Took an enchanting crystal to the face, slowed for a little bit longer than he might want, but you know, not going to be going down just yet. Amid, on the other hand, just barely not able to afford that. You know, Archangel Staff not able to get to level 16. Lindbloom just barely missing out on the sun. Incredible ulti coming out from Riri. So much damage being pumped out by Music Boy and Amid. Jarima shuffle from Potato Fries directly into Handicapo. Lindbloom gonna be able to pick up Amid. The ulti just barely not going through. Heartbreaker. So much damage coming through. Piplup going to be able to survive just a little bit longer. They're chasing. They're not going to be able to find them. But oh my god, that Heartbreaker not going off was a heartbreaker and a half for the side of Asura Gaming. Was that a frame earlier that might have turned the entire fight? But just like that, Amid going down back to 10 stacks on the Medjais, but now with an Archangel Staff available, now hitting level 16 becomes an absolute monster the moment that you can find a single front to back team fight.
Definitely. And I mean, Aruri's playing so well. Is surviving way longer than he should be, getting a lot of effective CC of like very good stuns. Music Boy did not get touched that entire fight, fantastic positioning. But like what I was saying is like Azura Gaming's not playing poorly anymore. They just have a very large gold deficit. Like these fights are a lot closer than they realistically should be. They're getting onto the targets like they need to. They prioritize very well. They extend the fights where they need to. I think if the early game had gone better, we'd be seeing a little bit of a different story. Interested to see if they're going to be able to continue that and kind of like fix the gold deficit. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Happens.
I was about to say, you know, Piplup trying to do a little bit of fancy feet, but you know, it doesn't matter how many skill shots you dodge when all the damage is point and click. And speaking of point and click, Trolls and you just looking up point and click a little bit onto this monkey. So much damage onto the Wukong, so much damage onto the tower. Goodbye. Oh my lord, are we sure that Darius doesn't have an execute? Because that monkey got completely executed. Trolling you, sentenced to death, sentenced to die by his team. But no problem, as the four of them are going to continue with this Baron buff to take out so many towers.
Yeah, you take that.
Oh my lord.
You get to solo kill the enemy later under their tower, and then your team gets Baron, you get a free like back to base. Things are good for Darius. Rise is level 17.
Top diff. A rune mage must keep. Oh, and oh my lord, the Shrieker Shovel just barely not going to be able to catch it as the Realm Warp just moves perfectly on time for a mid to survive just a little bit longer. Just learned his lesson from last time, right? You know, you don't want to be in the middle of the enemy team when they've got all their ultis going off.
I think Amid's been shuffled a few times, so I'm very happy to see him escape the shuffling that time for sure. The book remains intact at the healthy 10, so it's not bad yet. It's fine still. I do think that Wind Dragon is crazy strong on Rise, or Cloud Soul. It's crazy strong on Rise. I mean, everyone's going to love the extra move speed, aside from maybe Ivern, who doesn't really care about it. It's going to feel really good.
You know, you got Daisy just running in a billion miles an hour.
I forgot about the Daisy. What do you think about Hullbreaker on Wukong? I feel like it'd probably be better to try to build for team fight.
I mean, honestly,
necessary?
At this point, I think that a large part of the Hullbreaker on Wukong is an attempt to try to match the 1v1 power of the Darius. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that is physically possible to match Darius's 1v1 potential at this point in the game. I think you just give up on that. And you just say, you know what? I cannot 1v1 hold this guy in lane. I need my team to come in. I can hold things under the tower, and that's fine, but that is about it. This is a level 16 Darius. I'm a level 13 monkey, and I am not a big boy enough for this one.
Yeah, that makes I figured the Hullbreaker was probably like a purchase just to like literally match a full Hullbreaker. But I feel like, I mean, if we're going to nitpick it, probably better just to build for team fight and try to impact the game that way versus matching somebody that you're never going to be able to really get a lead against.
Who knows? Who knows? But either way, you know, Lindblom just continuing to look for more kills as a mid, just pushing down that top lane. Nobody going to be able to answer to that Rise. Stopwatch available, and everyone's going over to a mid here. Flash is away, and with that, should be able to pick up another kill. Oh my god, Piplup is in so much trouble. A mid, so greedy, going to be going down, actually. And Potato Fries, happy to pick that one up. The spice of a life, going to be able to, you know, make those fries a little bit more delicious as Trolls and you eating up those towers. Munch, munch, so much gold in the pockets.
Despite the amount of health Rise had, prior to that, Rise had no extra bonus armor. So Viego is going to shred you pretty well, so is Azir. He has now sold his book of oopsies and has bought a Zhonya's. So Rise is going to be a lot more difficult to actually kill. And Rise is now in debt as well. Will he buy potion? Always buy your potions if you're ready for a team fight. If you have 500 gold, just buy it. They are very cost effective. Buy your potions.
Yeah, I mean, potions very, very good. You know, Elder Drag coming in just a bit, so you gotta be more than prepared for that one. And one thing I want to note, I know that they did just recently buff Rise. Is a Frozen Heart in the works here? That's the question.
Possibly. I mean, I would say it's probably gonna be the final item. You don't really need Void Staff this game, and there's not a ton else you'd really want to build. However, if they get this Elder Dragon, they can just end too. So I do understand the potion purchase. Ash's ult missed, not a big deal. It'll be up pretty soon. They're gonna have to fight for this Elder Dragon. They don't really have
but it looks
clear.
like they're just gonna be opting out. Actually, just gonna be wave clearing the mid lane, maybe walking into this jungle here. But right now, Lindblom needs to find an in. A Riri on mid, actually, the one on the flank here. As Riri just trying to take that front door option, as there doesn't really seem to be a way in for the side of Asura Gaming.
It's very dangerous for them because Riri has flash and ult. If they get engaged on, they're dead. Ideally, they want to catch somebody out and then funnel everybody into a choke point where they can get all their damage off, as you can kind of stack things. It's just a lot of things have to go right.
Here's a mid. All right, Realm Warps out into the mid lane. Oh my god, not even just a safety, just looking to try to end the game here. And Potato Fries completely zoned off by a mid. You cannot leave this Rise alone. The Elder Dragon getting lower and lower. Lindblom looking for a way in as both Handicapo and Potato Fries are being designated to stop this massive Rise here. Should be able to pop the Zhonya's in time. Still going to be able to survive a little bit longer. Was able to take down both of them. Oh my lord. And at the same time, happy ending. Not too happy with this one. Art of War Esports just absolutely outmaneuvering, outplaying, and outwitting their opponents at every single turn.
Yeah, GG's. I mean, all their lanes just won. Primus had a really good jungle game. All their lanes won. The kill distribution was great. Rise popped off. Told you, Amid's way too good at Rise for no reason. And I mean, bot lane had a really good game too. After the CS debacle that happened at 8 minutes, like, guys, what was that for?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're fighting a lot. It makes sense. No pressure. No
20
pressure.
seconds CS at 8 minutes. So you tell me you're okay with that.
All right. Well, either way, that's going to be it for the day. Art of War Esports, congratulations. Going to be moving over to tie with Pentakill Timo, please, at second here. And we shall see how things go on for the next one. Either way, if you're interested in seeing anything about the previous weeks or any exclusive player interviews, go ahead and check out the FOF Connect. You know, issue 28 just came out this week, so just sit tight and wait for issue 29. We got a lot of stuff coming for you.
It is a cool magazine.